Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are all doing really well. For today's video, I thought I'd do something a little bit different, something that's not very scripted. In fact, I don't have a script at all, and I don't generally have scripts for my videos, but I do have a few dot points. But for this video, I thought I would just sit down and just chat with you guys about how the last 5 months have been for me after, quitting my 9-to-5 job. And I thought I'd just share with you, how the transition's been, what's been happening, how do I feel, do I have any regrets. I thought it would just be a fun sort of sit down video, very relaxed. I'm just sitting on the floor here in my room, and I thought, it'd be good to share this with you guys and just provide you guys with my insight, my experience. And in case you guys are looking to, starting up a side hustle, quitting your 9-to-5 job, then hopefully this does provide you with some value. So before we begin, if you haven't followed me over on my Instagram, I highly recommend you do that. I'll leave all of the details down below in the description box, and be sure to head to my website as well, successbysanjna.com. It's a place where I offer services around career consulting. I help with CVs, interview prep, cover letters, and help with reviewing your LinkedIn profile as well. So if you're interested in any of that, then be sure to head to my website. But let's just get started. Get comfortable, get yourself a cup of tea or coffee, whatever suits you, and let's just go ahead and recap how the last 5 months have gone for me. Okay, so for those of you who are new to my channel, I'll give you guys a little bit of context. So March the 5th, Friday 2021 marked my last day working as a risk manager at one of Australia's big 4 banks, which is Westpac. I know I've never really officially said it here on my channel before, but now since it's been some time since I've quit, I feel like I can just share that with you guys. I had been working at Westpac for about 18 months before I decided to quit. I was working as a risk manager, and prior to that I was at KPMG working as an internal auditor / risk consultant, whatever you want to call it, working within the FS space. And it's honestly just been a whirlwind of emotions. A lot of things have changed obviously since then, and I finally took the plunge to quit my job and do something for myself and start a side hustle. For me, it had always been something that I really wanted to do. I know that when it did come to work, I just used to find myself, really procrastinating at work, not paying full attention to what I was doing. And I always was thinking, there's got to be a life outside of the 9-to-5. Like, I cannot be working my 9-to-5 for the rest of my life. There has to be bigger and better things out there. And that always just used to play on my mind, and I think is one of the reasons why I even started my YouTube channel in the first place. When I did start my YouTube channel, I didn't have any intentions of it growing to become a fully fledged business. It was merely just a hobby to begin with. I did start off by posting fashion and lifestyle content, and yeah, really no intention of growing it to the brand that it is today. And I just kept chipping away, kept plugging away at the videos, and it slowly started becoming a very big hobby of mine. Even then, I still had no intention of, quitting the 9-to-5 job. I did actually think that I wanted to become a partner at a big 4 firm, but quickly did I realize that that really wasn't for me. I think hustling away, working a 9-to-5 job is just not for me. I feel like you either know that it's for you or you don't. I feel like for me, when I did start, working at KPMG, I did have the YouTube channel. It was a very new YouTube channel, but I really did enjoy my time, shooting videos, vlogging, and all of that sort of stuff. And I always used to actually hate staying back at work because I knew that that meant I had less time to focus on my side hustle. And every day that went by, that just became harder and harder for me. I started really, hating, that's a very strong word, but I really then sort of felt that I enjoyed doing things outside of the 9-to-5 more than my 9-to-5. But at the time, I didn't really think too much of it. I still, plugged away at my videos with no real intention of leaving my 9-to-5 job. And then an opportunity came to work at Westpac, and I thought, yes, I'm gonna take it. It's double the money, less hours, it's a higher role. why not, you know? So I took that job up, and I had every intention to, you know, obviously work my way up and, you know, become, you know, maybe a people leader, an executive manager one day. But I think it was definitely at the time that COVID hit, that was a real turning point for me, because everyone did have to stay at home. We had a lot more time on our hands, and I was very thankful that I had a lot more time. And I know the situation was not the best for everyone, but for me it did really work in my favor. I did have plans of going to London and working in London, but because of COVID, that actually, you know, completely cancelled my plans, and I obviously couldn't go. And I haven't actually mentioned this to anyone in terms of my workplace, but I did actually have tickets booked for London, and I was meant to go, but I don't know what it is. I think COVID's just been a blessing in disguise for me, and it really made me realize that, you know, maybe the 9-to-5 job isn't for me. And with all of that extra time during COVID, I was able to just really hone in on my side hustle, really, you know, change up the brand, and I separated the two brands. So I am very passionate about fashion and lifestyle, so I decided to create a second channel around that and a second Instagram page. So I did start all of that from scratch as well. So I've got two brands essentially, and yeah, it's just been honestly insane. Like, yeah, I think I've just got to be very thankful for the opportunities that have come my way, and I feel like it's a bit of a sort of direction from the universe. It's a sign from the universe that, you know, I obviously shouldn't have gone to London, and, you know, the time that I did have at home, I was able to focus on creating more videos, more content for you guys. And it was really during that time that COVID hit. We were all working from home. I decided in late October last year that I want to take this seriously, and that's when the thoughts in my mind did come about, you know, me leaving my job to really focus on doing things that I actually love. I know, you know, working every day, turning on my laptop every day sort of, you know, became a drag for me, and it wasn't something I was very motivated to wake up to every morning. As compared to the weekends, I would wake up every morning before my alarm, ready to, you know, create content, ready to respond to potential collaborations, sponsorships, and work with brands. I think that just gave me a lot more sort of motivation for my day, and I was very excited over the weekends. And when it came Monday to Friday, I was just like, oh no, like it's Monday to Friday again, and I have to like drag it all the way through. I would look forward to finishing at 5 o'clock and really get started on, you know, doing things that I actually love. So I think that for me was an indicator that I really wanted to leave the 9-to-5, and because I had found something else that made me more happier, more passionate, and more driven in life than my 9-to-5 job, I think, yeah, it was just sort of an easy transition, knowing that that's where my mindset was and that's where I really wanted to head. And then fast forward a couple of months, I made the decision to quit my job, and no, I was not making as much money as I did before quitting, which is just really crazy, because ever since quitting my job, and, you know, the day that I quit my job, literally a week after, I was hit up by a brand, and that contract is honestly my life savior. I feel like, you know, me working with that brand, I don't want to mention it, but I think for me has really been a safety net, and it's been definitely something that I feel is a steady sort of income, and I've just been really fortunate to have the opportunities come my way. And ever since I have quit, I feel like a lot more opportunities have come my way. I don't know if it's the positivity, the universe, a sign that I should have quit earlier, but a lot of brand deals, a lot of, you know, collaboration work has come my way, and it's the reason why I'm able to make 3 times my 9-to-5 income. And I was definitely not making that while I was working my 9-to-5 on my side hustle. I was really worried before quitting my 9-to-5 job that, you know, I wasn't going to be able to support myself. I did have about 6 to 8 months worth of savings in my account, which I thought I would, you know, be happy to use and, you know, be my safety net. But, you know, ever since quitting, I haven't even touched that safety net, which is insane. And my safety net, my emergency fund, has definitely been growing. Of course, I've been investing my money as well, but yeah, it's just crazy when you take the leap of faith and things just really work in your favor. I think there's just so much about the positive energy and really just taking a chance to put yourself 100%, immerse yourself in something that you love. I think the world or the universe will, you know, give back to you tenfold. So So for me, it's just been an amazing last 5 months. I really enjoyed every minute of it. It's definitely been hard because you don't have a schedule, you don't have a set routine. It's not like you're working 9 to 5 hours and then you clock off, because for me it doesn't work like that, because I do love what I do and I end up working, you know, late hours into the night because it doesn't feel like work for me. I genuinely enjoy it. And I think you also think as well that, you know, you don't have that stable, steady paycheck. I mean, yes, you are making more money, but some weeks are less than others, and then if you calculate everything at the end of the month, you know that you've made a lot more money. So for me, it just, you know, is that driving force as well in making sure that I am working, I'm making, you know, a decent income as well, and that's really what motivates me as well. But yeah, it's just been honestly a crazy last couple of months. Really have enjoyed it, and I've learned so much about myself, and I'm just honestly so excited about what's to come. So many new changes in my life coming forward, which I will share with you guys as well. And yeah, just very grateful, very thankful for everything that's sort of, you know, fallen into place. And I think this is honestly my calling. I love it. I am so much more happier than I have ever been. And some people ask me, you know, do I have regrets? And I honestly do not have any regrets whatsoever. I think the only regret is not leaving earlier or not leaving quicker. And I mean, it is what it is, and things may not have worked out if I did leave quicker. So yeah, I'm just really thankful that things have fallen into place and they are working the way that they should be. And am I going to be going back to the 9 to 5 job? I don't think so. Honestly, I think that part of me would feel like I'm going backwards instead of, you know, forwards. And I really want to make myself happy. And if I had to, you know, go back to my 9 to 5 job, even though I did think, you know, if I wasn't going to make enough money here, that then I would go back to my 9 to 5. But the fact that that's not the case anymore, I don't see why I need to go back. I'm fully wholeheartedly working on my side hustle, working on this content creation side of things, and really making this my full-time job. I mean, it has been for the last 5 months. So I do really want to go ahead and do this for the rest of my life, because it's honestly so much fun, brings me a lot of joy. In terms of what my future goals look like, I think with this line of work, you just never know. You've just got to keep chipping away, and you've got to, you know, let the opportunities come your way. Say yes to a lot of things. I know, you know, even after me quitting my 9 to 5 job, only a month after, I was hit up by YouTube Australia, which was insane. And that collaboration for me was just honestly the cherry on top. I was so thankful that, you know, I was recognized by YouTube itself, and I was able to, you know, partake in their promotion with Chloe Ting, which, oh my god, I literally, like, you know, follow her workout routines. And to be recognized amongst other, you know, insane, amazing YouTubers, I think was just honestly incredible for me. We had YouTube Australia come to my apartment and do a photo shoot, which I will leave a photo here in case you haven't seen it, but it is over on my Instagram as well. But yeah, all of the opportunities that have come my way, very grateful, very thankful for, and I hope it does continue. So I think I'm just going to leave it there. It's just been a very sort of raw video for me, just chatting away, letting you know how I've been feeling and what the next sort of steps look like, because a lot of people were asking me, are you going back to the 9 to 5? And my answer to you is definitely not. A lot of people do also ask me as well, like, did I leave at the right time? Should I have left a little bit later when I was secure? And I think for me, if I had stayed a little bit longer, I would just be in the same boat, because I had been thinking about it for a long time and I was comfortable with the decision that I had made, and I was comfortable with, you know, not making enough money. And if worse came to worse, I would actually, you know, get a part-time job, and I was very comfortable with that. I know a lot of people aren't really comfortable with that, so I think then they do need to stick it out a little bit longer at their 9 to 5 job. But once you do become comfortable that, you know, your worst case scenario isn't actually your worst case scenario, there's ways around it and you can, you know, overcome it. So I think it was definitely a good point for me to leave. And yeah, I was just fully ready to, you know, immerse myself in this content creation world, being a business owner and, you know, working for myself. I was fully ready for that challenge, and I think you just know if it's right for you and when to leave. I think you just know when you're fed up with, you know, your 9-to-5 job and you just can't take it anymore. You do make that decision, and I think that's what happened to me. I made that decision, and I think it's one of the best decisions of my life. So that's it, guys. That's everything that I wanted to share in this video. I really hope you enjoyed this sort of raw side of me. I don't have a script, as mentioned, and I'm just, you know, sharing my thoughts with you about, you know, the last 5 months and how it's really been. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this where I talk about different aspects of my life as well and share with you my honest, raw opinions. But that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will catch you guys in my next one. Thanks, guys.